Hello guys, today I'll give you a brief introduction to the Monte Carlo simulation and why it actually works. Um, okay, let's start. What we do here in this random numbers row, actually we will just create random numbers with the rand command like this, and then we will copy these values down. And right now I've created 10,000 random numbers. You can see that here. Down the 10,000 values here, random numbers. So the problem here is that these values will change every time I put something in the worksheet. For instance, you'll see that the values change. And in order to get fixed values, I'll take all of these values and copy them, Control C, go back up, and go in this row and paste them as values. So now I got fixed values here, and they won't change anymore. And now I will create normally distributed values with these probabilities, right? Because now I consider them, I use the norm_if command here like this, and I take this value as probability because the values I created here in row C are values between 0 and 1, so I can use them as probabilities. And I'll use the value here, and I take this mean of 5 because it's given here. F4 to lock it, and I will use the standard deviation here, F4 to lock it. And now I got a normally distributed value with a mean of 5 and a standard deviation of 5. And I copy that down 10,000 times. And what I do now is I will create an estimator for the mean and the standard deviation. And when do I get a good estimator? Well, the best estimator would be a 5, right? Because the original values were 5. And how do I do that? I will use the average command, average, and I will use my normally distributed values here in the row D, 10,000 values, and I've created a mean of 5.04. So this is really close to the original value, right? So it's a really good estimator. And I'll do the same for the standard deviation. I'll use the sample command because it's just a sample of 10,000 numbers here. And I'll create my standard deviation here. And what I get is a value of nearly 5, right? So I really got good estimators for the original values with actually normally distributed values, but a huge amount of values. This is some mathematical concept or basic concept in mathematics. Then when you use a huge sample and you will calculate mean and standard deviation here out of this sample, you'll get values which are really close to original ones. And this concept, we will need this when we consider the Monte Carlo simulation, because actually Monte Carlo simulation is nothing more than this concept. So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.